Hello, Internet. um, so hopefully I'm live now, and I will be streaming all of today's New York Times and LA Times Sudokus. So let's dive right in. We're going to start with easy, just as a warm-up, and see how we get on. So ones, hold on, I'm just gonna, okay, ones. Can't see anything with ones. I've got two there, which means this is a 2. Can't see anything else. I've got a 4 there, and a 4 over here. What about 3s? That's a 3, so that must be a 3 as well. And I've got a 3 up there, 3 over there, and the final 3 is here. So, can I complete the 4s? 4 is over here, so that's all the 4s done. 5 is here, 5, so that's a 5 as well, and I have another 5 over here, and finish off the 5 here. 6s, that's a 6, 6, and another 6 here, and 6 there. So what about 7s? 7, 7, 7, 7, and that's a 7 as well, which means this is a 7, and that's a 7. So this is a 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 1. That leaves me an 8 in here, 8 in here, 8. That's an 8. This is a 9. This is a 9. This is a 2. 2, 8. Pardon me, and a 9. Looks like my sniffles are back. I think I did quite well yesterday, and maybe even the day before. I don't think I did too much sneezing and sniffling. But that's today's easy Sudoku. Let's go for the medium. So this is the 1. I'm going to try and do today's medium with no pencil markings as well. So maybe in the future I am going to change my branding a little bit and actually show you what what approach I'm doing. So right now I'm doing no pencil markings for medium today. So I just placed a 1 because of these 2 1s and that 1 there. So can I do anything with the 2s? Well, let me have a sip of water. Oh, sorry for bumping on the mic. Let me have a sip of water while I work on this. Okay, so 2s. I can't see any 2s, so I've got 5 over here because of this 5. So I noticed that there's 4 cells tucked away in the corner, so kind of thought I'd have a quick look at it. And a 7 is locked in there as well, so that leaves me with a 4 and a 9. So that means this must be a 9, because 9 is a pointed pair looking down into these 2 cells. This 9 oversees these 2 cells, but it does another thing, which is rules out this column. Well, actually, I've got 9 over here anyway, so but it rules out this row anyway, and so I knew there was a 9 on the bottom row, leaving me with just 2 9s there, and a pointed pair of 9s overseeing that means I have another 9 there. So 4 and 9. I can't do anything with 4s, can I? I kind of can, but there are no other 4s on the grid, actually, I just realised. But I've got a pointed triple of 4s here. Wow, I've really got a sneeze today. I'm sorry about the disgusting noises. Okay, so I've got, no, hold on. Why did I think there was a pointed triple of 9 of 4s there? It doesn't. So this pointed pair of 4s locks the 4 down here in these 3 cells. That's not useful, but I do have a triple here as well, and I know this can't be a 4, so these 2 must be 4s. Does that help me at all? What is the triple? It's a 3, 4 and 8. So I've got a 3 here and a pair of 4s there, so this must be an 8. So that leaves me 3s and 4s, but I've got a 3 over there, so that must be a 3 and that must be a 4. So we're getting somewhere now. So can we do anything in this cage? I've got a pair of 5s up there because of this 5, so I can place the 5 because there's a 5 overseeing one of the columns. In fact, I can place another 5 up there because of these 2 5s and these 2 5s. So whenever there are 4 different numbers overseeing a cage, you can always place a number because it means 2 of the rows are taken up and 2 of the columns are taken up. So it just, yeah, it gives you a number always. And I have another 5 over here, so that's all the 5s done. So that's quite a good start. Now this 2 forces a pointer pair of 2s there and a pair of 2s there, but that doesn't help me right now. So what else is happening here? Well, I've got 1 here because of that 5, because I knew the 1s were locked in these 2 cells because of the 2 1s on the columns. So now I'm left with 2. Well, 2 has to go here now because of this 2, and that leaves me 7. 7 has to go here because of that 7, and 8. So this 8 also locks an 8 over there. And now I'm left with a pair of 4s and 6s there. But I've got a 6 overseeing this cell, so 4 and 6 are resolved. And that results in another 6 up there because of these 2 6s. So it looks like today's medium Sudoku is quite easy actually. So this is a 2 in this cage because of the 2's taking up the columns and this 2's taking up the row. So it leaves me a pair of 2s there, not super useful. I don't think there's anything else going on there. But I do have a pair over here. This is a pair of 4s and 3s and 4s. So 3s and 4s are there. I can't resolve them. What about here? These are 8, 9 and 8, 9 and 2. Right, so I've got 2 and 8 overseeing this cell, and I'm looking for, since these have to be 3s and 4s, I'm left with 2, 8 and 9 in this column within the cage, and I've got 2 and 8 there, so that resolves to 9, and that 9 doesn't resolve right now in this cage, so that leaves me 2s and 8s, therefore this must be a 3. And if that's a 3, then this must be a 2. So all seems to be making sense so far. I'm just going to blow my nose quickly. Okay, so what have I got here? I've got 1, 4, 1, 4 and 6 on this row. I can't do them. What about on this row? I've got 4 possible numbers. Do you know what? I've not even done a whole round yet. I think I got up to maybe 5. So let's have a look at the 6s. Oh, in fact, yeah, I can place a 6 because that's 6 and that's 6. So that locks a pair of 6s over there. 6s can be anywhere over here. So not much else I can do with the 6s. What about 7s? Well, I've got a pair of 7s here because of this 7. So that locks a pointer pair of 7s over there. That's not really helping me right now, so I'm going to look at the 8s instead. 8s are in these 2 cells. 8s are in these 2 cells actually. In fact, is this a pair of something? These are a pair of 7 and 8. So therefore this must be a pair of 4s and 9s. And if they are 4s and 9s, that means this must be a 3 then. Which I knew because I could have figured out by just looking at the 3s. So this 3 has the effect of locking a 3 over here because of this 3 and that 3. That pushes another 3 over there because of the 2 rows being taken and this column being taken, and the final 3 rests here. Just need to blow my nose again. I've definitely got the sniffles this morning. Okay, so let's see, what else can I do? I've got a triple here of, well, these two have to be ones, but these two have to be ones as well because of these ones. So I've got 1 on column 1 at the bottom cage. That leaves me a 4 and 6, not resolvable just yet. What about over here? I've got, oh yeah, on this column I've only got 4 left. So this means these are, I knew this before, 8 and 2 and 8, yes, which still can't be resolved. But this 4, does it do anything for us? Yes, it does. It pushes another 4 there because of this 4 and that 4. So I've got a pair of 4s there. And I also have a pair of 4s here as well, which means the 4s have to be on column 1 over here. And I've got 4s tucked on these 2 rows, on rows 4s and 5 there. So this must be a 4. Now, let's go back to this. These are 8, 7 and 8. So this must be a 9. That resolves another 9 over here. And a 2 9s, and that 9 locks another 9 there. I feel I should be able to deal with the 9s now. Yes, that should be the final 9. And I'm going to celebrate by blowing my nose some more. It must be the weather getting colder now. And, oh, I'm really using up my tissues now. Okay, so I've got a single number left in this cage, and it has to be a 4. Now, if that's a 4, I've already deduced that 4s are locked in these 2 cells, and I've got a 4 there, so this must be a 4, leaving me with a pair of 2s and 6s. No, hang on, it can't be a 2. I've got a 2 there. It is a 6, 7 and 6, but I've got a 6 there, so this must be a 7, and that must be a 6. And now these 2 6s locks a 6 over here. What about 7s? Well, there's another 7 up here because of this 7 and that 7. So I've got another 7 there, 7 there. So let's look here. This cell is an 8, so that must be an 8 and 2 resolved. That forces a 2 over there because of these 2s, and that 2 locks a 2 over there. So all the 2s are done. What about the 1s? I've got a 1 over here because of these 2 1s and that 1 there. And this must be a 4, which locks another 4 there. Pardon me. And in this cage, I've got 6 left. In this cage, I've got an 8 left. On this row, I've got an 8. And on this row or cage, I've got 6 left. And that is today's medium New York Times Sudoku with no pencil markings. Should we try? No, let's stick to New York Times Sudoku. I was going to suggest we change to LA Times just to go for the easier puzzles, but for the YouTube viewers, I thought I'll keep a bit of consistency and do the New York Times one with no pencil markings as well. Well, do the New York Times hard next. But I'm gonna try and do today's New York Times hard with no pencil markings, and this is on the back of 2 days in a row that I missed the ability to solve the puzzle, so I'm sure this will go well. So how are we looking on the 1s? I've got 1 here because of these 2 1s and that 1 there. So my thinking is I'll go as far as I can with no pencil markings, and if I get stuck then I'll just switch back to using pencil markings. Maybe I should do that more often, but I think there's something I can do on the weekends. Now that I'm streaming them, I can just chill out and do that. I don't feel as much pressure to keep the videos succinct if I'm streaming them anyway. And I'm leaving timestamps as well on my YouTube. Once I export this onto YouTube, I always put timestamps on. So on the YouTube app, I think if you tap on a timeline, you should be able to open up the chapters basically, which is a new feature. On the same with desktop YouTube as well. You can now see the chapters, so I'll be sure to leave timestamps to show you where they are. But let's focus on the puzzle now. I don't think I can do much with the 1s, so let's move on to 2s. Don't think I can do much with 2s either. So I've got a pair of 2s there because of these 2s. These 2s locks a pair of 2s down here. Not much else going on really. So 3s are locked in these 2 cells because of this 3 and that 3. So that's a pointed pair. So that locks another pair of 3s down there. I've got another pair of 3s over here. Oh, hang on. There's a 3 here because of the columns, and there's only a single cell left once these 2 columns are taken in this cage. So now these 2 3s locks the 3 over there, but I've got a 3, so that locks another 3 down. So I've got 3s there. That's useful because that and that gives me a pointer pair of 3, so this can't be a 3 anymore, so I can resolve this 3, and I think I'm just left with 2 pairs of 3s on the next swing formation. So I'm just going to clear my nose a little bit again. I do apologise, I don't know what's going on. I've definitely got the sniffles. Okay, 4s. I've got these 2 4s ruling out the rows and a 4 ruling out the columns, so I've got another 4. In fact, let's stay on this cage for a second. Have I got anything else developing? Because it seems to be getting quite magical at the moment. So I've got point at 7 here, locking a pair of 7s up there, and doesn't do anything else. I've got 9s here as well, but nothing else. So 7 and 9s are over there. 6s are in these 3 cells. Yeah, I guess there's not much magic in this cage really, but I do have a quadruple going on. So these 2 numbers are 1s. Have I got any other numbers to go with them? So what are they? These are 1, 7, 9, 1, 7, 8 and 9. So 8 are locked in these 2 cells because I've got an 8 there and an 8 here. So if these 2 are 8, then the 8 must be down here. But I've got an 8 overseeing this cell, so I've got another 8 unlocked. Why don't we stay on the 8 for a second and see... Oh, that's all the 8s. Does that help us at all? 9s are over here, so they're on the column as well. Not much else going on there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So 2s and 6 are in the same 3 cells. Not very useful. Okay, let's move on. I can't remember what I was looking at now. I think maybe 4s. I'm sure I've done the 3. So 4s. 4, 4. Can't see anything with 4s. 5s. 5s and 6 are locked in the same 2 cells because of the 5, 6, 5, 6. So that leaves me with 9s and 7s. 7 and 9. Oh, my nose. I'm going to turn into Rudolph in a minute. Okay, so I don't think I can do anything with that. So let's carry on with the 4s. 4s are locked in this column. What about 5? 5? Oh yeah, 5 and 6 are in these 2 cells. And 5s are in these 2 cells as well, which locks the 5s over here, which is not useful. 6s. 6s. Can't see any 6s. What about 7s? 7s are locked up here. I knew that. Quite a lot of spaces for 7. 8. I think I looked at 8 before, didn't I? Can't see anything else with that. 9. I've only got a single 9. So let's just revisit. Oh yeah. For instance, I've got a 1 there now because of these 2 1s. So does that unlock anything? It unlocks a pair of 1s there because of these 2 1s. So it locks a pair of 1s down here. Not really that helpful. No. Although, let's see. These are 7 these are 7, 8 and 9, and I've got 7 and 9 overseeing this cell, so I can unlock the 8, so I've got 7 and 9 left in these 3 cells. That's kind of interesting. I've got 7 and 9s locked in this column as well. Anything else? No. Oh, hang on, no. 1, 2, 3, 2s. So 2s and 6 are locked in these 3 cells. What else am I missing? 2, 6. Oh, 2, 6, 7 and 9 in this cage. And 7 and 9s are overlapping in 3 cells, so there are no triples. What about on this column? I've got 2, 6, 2, 5 and 6. No resolutions there. So let's carry on with, I don't think I've opened up the 1s at all. So let's stay on the 2s. 2s are in these 2 cells. These are 2s and 7s because of the 2, 7 there. So if they're 2s and 7s, these must be 9s and 5s. Working 9 to 5. Something else in the lyrics. I don't think that helps me at all. No, it doesn't. But if these are 5 and 9, I've got another triple going on here. So 5 and 9. So I'm looking for 4, 1, 4, 5 and 9, 1, 4, 1, 4 and 8. And I've got 4 and 8 overseeing this cell. So bearing in mind these are 5s and 9s because I've got 2, 7, 5, 9 in these cells. So I am left with 5 and 9, 1, 4, 5 and 9, 1, 4 and 8. And I've got 4 and 8 overseeing this cell. So this must be a 1 then. So these are 4 and 8. Have I got any magical things going on with the 4s? I've got no magic with the 4s nor the 8s by the look of it. So I guess Christmas hasn't arrived yet. Okay, let's carry on. I think I was looking at 2s, wasn't I? So 2s. 2s are over here as well. Nothing else on the 2s. What about 3s? I've got 3s in these 2 cells and 3s in these 2 cells. Not useful. 4s. 4s, can't see anything. 5. Okay, I've got 5 locked in here because of this 5. Forcing a pointed pair of 5s there. So that rules out... Oh no, these are 2s and... Yeah, 2s and 7s. So... But now 5s are tucked in these 3 cells and these 2 cells, and I guess those 3 cells. So still a lot of freedom on the 5s. So I'll let the 5s go for now and have another look at 6s. Nothing interesting going on, I don't think. I do wonder about the 7 and 9s, if there's something I'm missing about the 7 and 9s, which I'm sure I'll get to later. In fact, I can't see anything with 6, so let's have a look at 7s now. Oh, I'm so bummed up today. I don't know what's going on. I may have to use my 3rd tissue in a second. 7s. Can't see anything else. So 8s. 9s. Nothing else going on. So let's have a look at this triple. This is 2, 6 and 9. And I've got 2 and 6 there. So this must be a 9. So when these... Oh no, yeah, these were 7s and 9s. So now they can be unlocked with 7, 9 and 7. Nice. So that forces another 7 down here and a pair of 7s there. Pair of 7s there. Pointed pair of 7s, not very useful, but I've got a pair of 9s there as well. And a pair of 9s there, because these 2 are 9s. Let's have a look at these two cells. These are twos and 6. Can't resolve them just yet. What about this triple? I'm missing one. What are they? 1, 3. 1, 3 and 4. Nope, can't do anything with that. Yeah, so the 3s are still locked in the next swing position. What were these again? 5s and 6. Let's see if the 5 and 6 can unlock. Oh, I wish this would stop. But okay, so in this case I've got 2, 6, 9 triple. Oh, wait a second. Didn't I have 2 pairs going on earlier? So these were, yeah, these were 2s and 7s, so that must be a 2 now. Ah, so 2s, oh no, it doesn't open up. It locks a pair of 2s down here. So wait a second, 2, 6 and 9 in this cage. What's on here? These are 6, 9 and 5, 6 and 9. So this is 5 and 6. This is 6 and 9, I think. Yeah, because it can't be a 2. So 6. Oh, wait a second. I see a 6 again. Oh no, this is 5 and 9, isn't it? Yeah. So 5 and... oh, that's in the 9 triple, isn't it? What about these? Any updates? 5, 6 and... oh, 2, 5 and 6. So also no resolutions. I've got quadruple going on this row, so let's have a look at that. These are 2, 5, 6. 2, 5, 6 and 9. So this is 5 and 6 because of a 2, 9. 2, 5, 6 and 9. So I've got 5 and 9 there. This is a 2 and 6. 2, 5. So this is 2, 6 and 9. And this is a 5 and 9. So still nothing going for us. I think it's worth probably doing another round of hypothetical notations. So these are 1s, these are 1s, and therefore these 3 are 1s, 2s. Pair of 2s there. Pair of 2s there. Oh, no. Yeah, lots of places for the 2s still. Yeah, too many to count. Oh, pair of 2s. Yeah, I knew that. 3s. 3s are no use right now. 4s. 4s. Got a 4s locked in these cells. On that column. Yeah, I can't see anything else on the 4s. So 5s. 5s are in these 3 cells. So maybe time I do let go of and try and do this with pencil markings. But before I do, I may want to... no, I am going to do it with pencil markings, I think. If I look at another round and I can't resolve anything, I will move on. Just in light of time, basically. So 6s... 6s are weak, actually. So is it possible that there's a naked single somewhere? 5 and 9, so these are 4s and 8s. Not useful. And no. So what did I say a week? 6. So I've got 2 6s. I've already looked at this triple, haven't I? So maybe look at this cage instead. Where does it look the most cluttered? To be honest, it's going to be on this column. So what were they again? 1, 3 and 4. I've got 1 and 3 in these 2 cells, so that's not useful really. So Ones are in these 3 cells. 3s are in these 2. 4s are in loads of places. 5 are in loads of places. 6, 7. 7 are in these 2 cells. And these 2 cells, so they must be horizontal down here, right? They're not actually. Oh, they're in 4 different cells. 8, 9. 9s are in these 2 cells. Wait a second, have I got something else in these 2 cells? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. Okay, I'm going to do pencil markings now because I've already spent too long on this. So, what have we got? We've got a pair of 1s there. Got a pair of 1s there. These are 5s and 6s. These are 2, 5 and 9. So this is 2 and... No, not 5. 2, 6 and 9. So this is 6 and 9. And this is 2, 6 and 9. These are 5 and 9. Therefore these are 4s and 8s. Ignore that for now. So actually... Let's just look at the 2s. 2s are here. 2... Yeah, let's do a proper... Oh, I've got 1, 2 pair there. That's what I've missed. So, have I got a triple here? So I think anytime I make any sort of revelations, I'm going to stop and see if I can do anything special. I just realised I pencil marked in non-Snyder notations on his columns, so you've got to be careful with that. So what is this triple? This is 4, 4, 6 and 9. What, that was no use? Yeah, I can't do anything with that. So let's continue on with the pencil markings. Can't do anything with 2s, but I do know the 3s are locked in these cells. And before I move on, I'm just going to blow my nose. Fed up with this now. Okay, 4s. So 4s, if those are 1s and 2s, then 4s are locked as a pointed pair. That's probably what's going to resolve this puzzle. So 4s, 4s. So 1s and 4s are locked in the same 3 cells. Not really useful for me, I don't think. But I do have a pair of 4s there as well. I'm just going to carry on because if I keep stopping, I think I'm just going to be like delaying the what is it, the kind of solution to the puzzle. So let's see. 6s, can't see any 6s. I'm going to delete the 4 and 8 for a second because I don't want them to confuse me later on. So those are the 4s. 5s, got a pointed pair of 5s. 5s, so 5s. 5s on this column. 5s, 6. 6. 6s are weak. 7. 7s are there. And I've got 3 different places, but, sorry, 4 different places for a 7 down there, so that's no good. 8, so, 8's are also not very useful. But I'm starting to wonder, hang on a sec, I think I've got a quadruple here, because that can't be a 4, and that can't be 6, 8, and 9 either. So 4, 6, 8, and 9 have to be in these cells, so therefore there has to be a 5. Let's place that 5. So with that, so it's a naked 5 basically. So with that 5, can I make anything happen with this 5? Not right now. But it did open up a pair down there. But 5s can go in 3 different cells over there. So, but it's something to look at. And I've got a 1, 2, 4, and 7 on this column now, and I've got 1, 4, and 7 there. So that unlocks a 2, which unlocks a 2 and 1, which unlocks a pair of 1s there, and the 2 is now unlocked down here, which unlocks a pair of 2s there as well. So all the 2s are pencil marked in, and I've got 4 and 7 there. Can't deduce them just yet. Okay, but it's some movement anyway. So I've got a pair of 9s there because of these 9s now. Any other 9s? So 9s are in these 3 cells. Not very useful. So these are 4, 6. So 4, 6, 8. So 8 is kind of awkward. So what next? What next? Let's look at these 2 cells. These are a pair because of the 6 and 9. So these are 5s and, oh damn it, 5s and 8s. So that doesn't give me a resolution. 8. 8s are in these 3 cells. Ooh, hang on a sec. Have I got another triple? No, I haven't. That's disappointing. But let's look at this cage for a second. I've got 5 numbers left. So 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4's in these 3 cells. Not useful for me at all. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So not much going for me there. These are, what were they again? 2s and 6s. Sorry, I didn't give you a warning there. Just a quick nose blow there. I've got a triple up here as well. 1, 3, and 1, 3, and 4. Also not useful. So it's starting to get a bit frustrating now. 4 and 7. So let's just be methodical about this and scan the numbers again, because I don't think I've finished scanning the numbers. So 1 and 2, 3, they're all done. 4, 4's in 3 cells. Haven't got any 3 cells left in there, so 4's. 4, 4 in 3 cells down there as well. 5's. 5's in 3 cells. Sorry, this is taking forever. 6's. 6 in 3 cells. 7's. And to think I started this with no pencil markings. That was silly of me, wasn't it? 7's. 8's. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I still haven't unlocked this puzzle yet. Unbelievable. 9. Oh, I've got a pair of 9's there. I'm sure that's totally useless. Yeah, it doesn't do anything for us. 9's there. And 9's, yeah, in loads of places. So let's have a look at these rows and columns. 5, 6, and 9, 5, 6, and 9. So 5 and 6, 6 and 9, 5 and 9. I've got a triple here of 4, 4, 9, and 4, 9, and 6. 4, 6, and 9 there. And I don't think I can deduce anything at all from this. So what about this triple? This is 5, 7, 5, 6, 7, and 9. So I've got 5 and 7 there. So these must be 6 and 9 then. Yeah, because on this column... Oh no, I'm not looking for 5s, am I? Sorry. I'm looking for 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for. 6, 7, 8, and 9. I can't resolve that. These are 5s and 8s. 5s and 5 and 6. Man, how can this be so hard? That's 3 days in a row I've not been able to solve the hard Sudoku straightforwardly. Granted, I did start today's with no pencil markings, but I will still get to the same situation I am now. So that's 3 days in a row I've not been able to get a solution quickly. Okay, the 1s and 3s. Okay. Oh no. Damn it. I thought I found something, but I haven't. So 2s and 3s. 2s and 3s can't go there. Can't go here. Can't go here. So 2s and... Hang on, this can't be 2 and 3. This can't be 2 and 3. These can't be 2s and 3s. That can't be 2 and 3. So... have I got some sort of like 1, 2 and 3 locked in these cells? No, because the 1 stretches beyond, so... yeah, so that's no use. But I suspect there's something going on this row, because the entire row is empty at the moment. So there's probably something special going on here that I'm not seeing. And I'm not quite sure what. So maybe maybe I should pencil mark in everything? Nope. Let's try not to do that. 2s and 9s. Can't go in those. Can't go in there. Can. So it's not 2s and 9s. So where can a 1 go? 1's over there. 2s. Ah, there are only 2 positions for 2s actually. I'm not sure if that helps. Oh, because of 2. Oh, these are the only 2s there anyway. So 2 3s. 3s only available there. 4s. 4s can't go here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 possible places for the 4s. 5s. 6. Got loads of places for 6s. 7. 7 can go in these 3 cells. 8. 4 cells for 8. 9. Ah, what am I missing here then? Do I have to pencil mark everything again? Okay, I'm going to pencil mark in the rows and columns for a second where they are weak. So I've got 4 and 8 there. This is 5s and 8s, and these are 5s. Oh no, they're not. No, these are 5s and 5 and 6. So maybe there is something going on here, because I've got weak areas on pretty much every single column. So yeah, let's do pencil mark those in. So what are these? These are 4, 9, and I'm drawing a blank. 4, 6, and 9. Okay, so this can be 6 and 9. Yeah, 6 and 9 have free reign there. Yeah, 4, 6, and 9 are just everywhere on this, so that's a bit annoying. This column is 6, 7, 8, and 9. So 6, 8, and 9 in these cells because of the 7. 6, 8, and 9 are also available here, so I've got too many numbers now. But at least this cage is now all pencil marked in. I've pencil marked in those, I've pencil marked in those. What about these? 1, 3, 1, 3, and 1, 3, and 4. So this can be a 4, this can be a 4, this can be a 4. So that's another annoying triple. So can I see anything now? And I think the quick answer is no. I can't see anything. I've got 1 and 4 in 3 different cells at the moment, so I wonder if that's a triple. So let's look at this row at the moment. I've got 2, 3, and 7, so I'm looking for 1, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9. 1, 4. So, have a pencil marking where all the 4s can be? Well, this can be a 4 as well, can't it? Yes, it can. This can't be a 4, so those 2 can't be 4s. 1s are definitely over here. So what about 5s? 5s can't go there. Or there. So, gonna go here and here. So already I can see there's no triple by the look of it. 6s, because the 6s overlap in different cells, but 6 can go here as well. 6, but it can't go there. 7, 8, 8 can go in there. 9, yeah, there are no. It almost feels like I'm better off just doing auto candidates now, so I'm just going to do that because I'm just feeling depressed by this. Because this is the 3rd day in a row that I've not been able to solve New York Times without assistance. I don't know what's going on. I'm actually annoyed. Like, have they just changed the mechanism or something? Granted, I didn't actually. Yeah, I did look at weak numbers. I didn't look at strong numbers, I suppose. But I don't think that's it. Okay, so it's so cluttered. Hold on, that can't be 6. So I've got 5 and 8. Those were cluttered, and I think those were cluttered as well. So, is it going to be something really stupid that I've missed out, like yesterday? So let's try and do that. Let's try and scan for just like, have I got a hidden single on any of the rows? Because that's what happened yesterday, and it literally never, ever happened before. And, 4, 6, 6, 8, 9. No. 5, 4, 5, 2, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Oh no. I thought there was a single 9 there. So, what about this column? Of course, now I'm not doing my normal scanning looking for triples. But it may be, again, it may be another hidden pair. 1, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Can't see anything at all. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. No, no. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 6. So 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so there are definitely no hidden singles. So what is it? I hate to stop enjoying New York Times, but this is the 3rd day that I've not been able to solve this. And I don't know what's going on. I mean, granted, yesterday was the last 2 yesterday was definitely a stupid mistake, not spotting a hidden single. And the day before, I missed a hidden pair. But today, what is it today then? I almost feel like I should try try the LA Times Sudoku. Otherwise, I'm just going to stare at this for ages. But I guess if you're watching on YouTube, I'll just drop a timestamp on when the solution comes, because I'm a bit concerned about jumping around too much, like I've done the last few days. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stay on this for now and see if I can just find something, but I don't know what I'm looking for. Times like these, I'm glad I don't have a webcam actually, because you would just see me visibly annoyed. And it feels like persistent is not paying off here, because I'm just not seeing anything. Okay, let's scan the numbers one at a time. I know ones are locked in those cells, twos are locked in here, threes are locked in here. So it's really the rest of them. Okay, so I should clean up. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Okay, so it was a naked single. So there was another naked single here due to the pointer pair fours. So if I undo the... So yeah, I should never pencil marked in that 4 in the first place. Okay, so this is a 3. I bet that's going to unravel now. So that locks another 3 there. Unlocks... Does that unlock the 2? I don't think it does. I need to be careful now because I'm no longer in the Snyder notations. So, let's think. Yes, there is a 2 because I've got the 2s in those cells. So, that unlocks the 9, which removes the 9s from there. Okay, so what about the 1s and 4s over there? Does that mean that's a 7 now? No, that could be a 4 still. So, that's 4 and 7. That's really annoying because that 3 is within reach of the weak number 6. But I just didn't see the pointer pair 4s. Oh. So I could have solved this again. I'm so useless. I'm so sorry. I'm just useless at this. I should just give up on Sudokus because this is 6 and 8, but oh yeah, that has to be a 6. So I'm just being completely blinded to the rows and columns now as well. So okay, so that removes an 8. Does that, no, it doesn't lock an 8 there. That's not a Snyder notation. But that is a 5, and if that's a 5, 5s are still locked over there. So what are these? 4, 7, 6, 4, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, but this can be a 6 as organic. No, it can't because I've got a 6 down here. So 6 is locked down. So 4, 7, and 8 are here. That can't be a 4. Okay. So these are correct. I'm going to be carefully going through all the numbers now just to make sure. Yeah, I should be able to solve this now, surely. So that's a pointer pair of 5s. Doesn't lead anywhere. 5s. All the 5s actually pencil marked in. 6s. 6. So that can't be a 6 anyway. So I don't know why I've pencil marked in there. Oh, it's probably because I placed that only recently. And I didn't clear up the pencil markings. So that doesn't help me at all. 7... Nothing on 7s. Hold on, this is a quadruple, so is it 4, 6, 7, and 8? So I've got 4 and 8, so this is 6 and 7. damn it. Still not super useful. So stay on the 8s. Oh, there we go. So the 8s are removed from there. So that must be an 8, which means that's an 8. That's an 8. And is that all the 8s? All the 8s that are now done. Moving on to 9s. But also that looks a 4 over here, which means that's also a 4. That's a 4. So can this be a 4? No, because of the point at 4. So 4's and 7. So that's a 7, which means this is now... Is it definitely a 9? No, it could be a 6. No, it can't be a 6. So 6 and 9 actually resolvable on this row anyway, which means this is a 9. So that must be a 5 and 1 then. So that resolves the 5 and 6. 6, oops, 6 and 9. 9 and 5. 4's are already done, so these are 6 and 9s, aren't they? So 6 and 9, therefore that's a 7, 7, and finally a 6. Ah, I'm just really miserable right now because... Oh, hi Juice. Sorry, I didn't see you on chat. Yeah, I've just been so depressed by how I missed the naked single. So normally what I would normally have figured that out, but I don't know if this is like a vicious cycle where the more I play, the more stressed that the more I fail to solve Sudoku live on Twitch, the more I feel stressed out the next day maybe. And I end up missing obvious things. But normally I would have basically stayed up. I would look at the week numbers because 6s were weak. There were only 2 6s. And normally I'll just like look at the rows and the columns and the cages of the 6s, and quite often I will find a naked single, and I didn't see that one at all. And I should have been able to spot that on the triple on column 9 as well. And but I had 2 opportunities to find that 3 and I didn't. So, but let's move on to LA Times Sudoku. So we're going to start with easy just to warm up again and gradually build our way back up. So do you want me to do kind of like slow explanations, or should I just go for it? Should I speed solve? Oh no, I know what I'll do. So earlier, before you joined, I think it was before you joined, I was trying to do all of them blinded by not placing pencil markings. So I'm going to continue that and see how far I get. I'm pretty sure it's basically impossible to do in... change the highlight settings. In the expert LA Times, because LA Times expert tends to have a lot of not hidden, but kind of a lot of naked pairs and triples overlapping on rows and columns. So we'll see how we get on. But so that was a 1 because these 2 ones... no, hold on. How did I resolve the 1? Hold on. Let's rewind for a second. Because I think I jumped the gun a little bit maybe. Oh god, I think I did jump the gun. I thought that was a pointed pair of ones. I'm glad I rewind it because that was a mistake. So that was a 2. Because of these 2s, can't see anything else. So freeze. Freeze are not very helpful. So 4s are up here. 4s are not playable either. Let's have a look at this pattern. So I've got 9 in here, and I'm missing 5 and 6. I can't see them just yet. So let's go back to 4s maybe. Was on 4s? Yeah, I was on 4s. So 5s. There's only a single 5, so 5 is weak. Have I got a naked single? Missing a 4 there. Missing a... no, hold on. If that's missing a 4, is that the 4? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9. So that's 4 and 7. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's missing a 7 as well. So maybe if I work with a 7. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So this must be a 3. Because I can see 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 in this single cell. So this is 3. Help us. I've got a pair of 3s there. I've got a pointer pair of threes there, no use at all, so nope, can't do anything with threes, but I've got a pointer pair of fours now, so that unlocks a four, so this four forces a pointer pair of fours there, ruling out these two cells, and I've got the two fours ruling out those cells. So now I've got fours tucked in there, and they will stay tucked there for now because I can't resolve that. Fives, can't see anything with fives. I feel energized now. Thanks for joining the chat because just, I don't know, I'm hoping to, I don't know, entertain, I guess. I'm lost for words now. Okay, so this must be a 6 because these two cells can't be a 6 on a column. So 8 and what are they? 5 and 8 missing. So I can't resolve that. 6s, can I do more with 6s? No. 7s. 7s are locked in. These two cells, not super helpful, really. Nope. 8s. 8s are pointer pairs, so not useful, actually. Okay, what about 9s? I've got 9 over here because of these two 9s and that 9, so that locks a pair of 9s down there. That's also a 9 because of this 9 and that 9, so that locks a 9 over here. And oh my god, what time is it? So that's another 9. So that was the final 9. So I can do another 1 here, pair of 1s, that's a 1. I just realised this is the easy puzzle, so I shouldn't struggle at all. So I don't know why I was stressing. I should use more basic methods. I should just scan the rows and columns. So 5, 5. Let's go back to threes for a second. 3, 3, 3, 3. So that's a 3. Jesus, 4 a.m. How do you guys do it? I can barely like stay awake past midnight. So I suppose that's part of being youthful and energized. Unfortunately, I haven't got youth on my side, and I have to get my beauty sleep every night by midnight, or I turn into a little pumpkin. 7s, 7s. No, let's go back to 4s. 4s. Nope, nothing useful on 4s, but I do have a naked 2 here. So if that's a 2, then these must be 2s as well. But do you know what? This is not a very friendly, easy puzzle. 2s, 2s, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on, there must be a 6. Yep, that's a 6. And there must be only a... Oh no, damn it. I've got 6s locked in 4 different cells. That's always annoying. So these are 7s. 7s are up here, so it must be in a triple formation. Wow. It's quite tough for an easy puzzle today. So that's an 8, which unlocks another 8, another 8. So, yeah, still not unlocked this. So, 1, 2. So what is in this cage? 2, 5, and 2, 5, and 8. Yeah, I can't resolve this. These are 5s and 8s. What the hell? Why is an easy puzzle so hard? 5 and 8. This is a pair of 4s and... by the way, don't stay up on my behalf. If you need to sleep, just sleep. I won't... I will miss you, obviously, but I won't be too upset if you get your necessary sleep. So just saw the 4, so this gives me the 5s and the 7. So that unlocks another 7, and hopefully the final 7 reveals itself, and that's the 8, and 8, and 8. So the 8s are done. What should we go back to next? There must be something here. So what are these? Okay, so that's a 2 now, which means this is a 6. Yes. So, come on. Yes, all the 6s are now done. And I've got another 2 there, 2 there. Ah, and the 2s are still locked. This is just ridiculous. 3 and 3. So all the 3s are done at least. I knew 5 was going to be tricky. Or rather, oh no, oh no, oh no. I've made a mistake in this cage. That wasn't a 2. So, oh my god, have I broken the puzzle? Let's persist and see if I haven't broken the puzzle. Fingers crossed. Um, yeah, I don't really like the LA Times Sudokus because the numbers grayed out after you finish them, so they're grey on grey, and I just lose track of them. I just don't see them basically as a result, and so I think I must have missed a 2 as a result that way. So I prefer New York Times because like the puzzle stays clear the whole time. It's more like actual pen and paper. 1 and 1, and this must be a 2 and 2. Oh, thank God. Okay, so that was easy done. Let's try medium with no pencil markings. So I'm thinking about, oh, I can immediately spot the 4 there. Oh, I really hate LA Times for this reason as well. It never saves my settings. So it always highlights the numbers, and I think that's cheating. Got another 4 there because of this 4 and that 4. So that locks another 4 down here, 4 over there. Well, that's a good start. All the 4s are done. But yeah, I was thinking about like, I've been learning a bit about streaming now, and I'm definitely glad that I met Elaine and you the other day because having spoken to you guys and learned that Streamlabs is the way to go, I now see all these features that OBS didn't have. I thought OBS was the holy grail of streaming softwares, but it was Streamlabs OBS that is friendly for streaming because we've got chats and I was looking at like those alert things. Oh, sorry, I'm getting bunked up again. Yeah, I can't even tell there's a number there where you have selected. Yeah, I'm using Streamlabs now because, well, I was looking at how to do chat on OBS, and every single tutorial ends up telling me to use Streamlabs. Because, like, there was one instructions where you have to use Streamlabs to create a URL that can be used for OBS to have a chat overlay. And I thought the chat overlay would be a good idea because I think the first my first Twitch live stream, I just kind of like I was talking, but then when I upload it to YouTube, it might have been quite confusing for people watching. Like, who the hell was I talking to? Because nobody could see the chat. So that's what led me to looking into kind of like chat. So what, when you say never works for you, what doesn't work? Got a 5 down here because of these 2 5s and that 5. I dabble in a bit of IT, so I may be able to help. I don't know. I'm not very good at it. So 5s are done. See, this is so much easier than the easy puzzle. All because I think the easy puzzle had a really weak number. Oh, we've got a weak number and 6. There's only a single 6 there, so 7. Got 7 there, pointer pair of 7, but there's a pointer triple here. 7, can't see anything else, but I've got 8 there because of this 8 and that 8. So that unlocks some 8s for us. Oh, that's a 9. So pointer pair of 8, pointer pair of 8. 9. Oh, 5. So is it like choking your, what is it, CPU or something like that? I'm sure there are ways you can diagnose that. So the first thing is probably work out is your CPU, because I wouldn't think it'd be your GPU. Yeah, I don't know if auto optimize may actually kind of like work against you sometimes because oh, hang on. Oh, I've been hitting the 0 rather than the 9. I was like, I thought I placed some 9s, but couldn't see them. Yeah, I use separate settings. So basically, I've got really terrible internet, so I can only ever stream Sudokus on my internet because it's basically an unchanging white grid, and the only thing that's kind of changing, I guess it's now changing the chat as well. with the chat overlay. Oh, my mouse doesn't go to the chat area because it's actually out of bounds. Twitch Studio doesn't have that issue. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I did see Twitch Studios on the list of streaming softwares when I was digging around, so I may have to try that out as well. So can you do like all the features in Twitch Studio as well? So these are 6 and 7, 6 and, well, that can't be a 7, so this must be 6 and that must be 7. So this is a 2, and that leaves the 2's over there, and on this column I have a 7. And these are 2's, and I'm trying to be extra careful now because I keep making mistakes. 2's and 6. So if those are the 2's, so maybe I should do another scan. Let's see. Cool. And I guess like with Twitch Studio, it'll be built in with all the extra features. I'm just like finding so many things because I thought I was down with the kids. I knew about Twitch and the reason I got into streaming as well. So this is a bit of a plug for my charity. Oh, I see. So it's more kind of like basic setup. I guess like maybe over time they're gonna introduce more features. I guess they have to get the fundamentals done first, and then gradually build up the features like scene transitions and things like that. I'm not even playing with scene transitions because I basically just have. Hold on, let me open up my little what are they called? Stream Deck. But it's on my iPad. It's an ancient 6-year-old iPad, but I can do that. That's my that's my transition basically. Okay, so I'm glad I've got your seal of approval, even though for Streamlabs, even though it's not working out for you. Yeah, because it does seem it's definitely a lot better than OBS. I think OBS is like one of those things where you may be able to do a lot with it if you customize it. Um, so the Shores. Hold on, let me check the features. Apologies for anyone on YouTube that I'm just like rambling on, but like I said, I'm gonna have timestamps on the different puzzles so you can skip ahead. Oh no, how do I? Okay, so I don't know where the settings are in OBS. It's got settings to just kind of cut rather than transition, like rather than a little dip to black transition. So maybe that's what you got on Twitch. I don't know. Okay, just gonna focus for a sec. Ones are here. Oh, I'm getting the chills as well because it's getting a bit cold in the UK now. I don't know how things are. Are you from America? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 7, and 8. I've got 8, 7, and 8 on that column. So these are 7s and 8s. So 1s. These are 1s. So therefore that's a 1. And I've got 1s tap. Oh, hang on. That must be a 1 now because 1s can't go. 1 can't go there, and it has to be on that column in this cage. So how are you feeling about the elections at the moment? I know it's very topical right now. I've basically been like, I'm not even from the UK. We are quite anxious about your results. At least the progressive crowd are anyway. So every morning I'm just like checking Reddit to see if you guys have announced the results yet. Oh, yeah, it's been difficult, I think, for a lot of people in the US. So I totally appreciate. It's been a stressful time. It's been a stressful week. But I think it's definitely the right thing to do to kind of like count the mail-in votes because that's what democracy is about. And with the pandemic, you just have to delay it by spending more time dealing with all those mail-in ballots, and then hopefully get the rightful candidate for. But yeah, oh, hang on, that's not a 4. This is what I mean. I've just completely missed the 4 on that row because it's like grey on grey, and I just couldn't see it. Maybe I should like check my eyes or some. Oh, sorry, meant to do a pen. I accidentally placed a pencil mark, but I hope you will forgive me for it being an accident. So what are these? These are 7s, 7 and 8s there. So I'm creeping gradually from left to right. So this is quite unusual. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is an 8, and these are now 1s and what are they? 1s and 3s. So I've got a 3 there. So surely, no, still can't unlock the 3s, but I can unlock the 1. So that's something. 2s, 2s and 2s and 6. So I've got a 6 there. So 2s and 6 are resolved. So that unlocks the final 6. What about 2s? I've got a 2 there, so those are all the 2s. I'm probably not doing it in the most sensible way because normally I just scan a number at a time, and I find that's usually the quickest way of solving it. But I think since I'm chatting as well, I just kind of I'm just kind of looking about at the weak areas as well to solve it, which I find more fun actually, like looking at the columns and rows. But I think normally scanning the numbers are the easiest way of doing it. So that's medium done. Let's move on to hard. This is where it gets tricky with no pencil markings. So wish me luck. Definitely need it for this. I can see a 1. Oh, stupid LA times Sudoku, always unchecking that box. So the 2 1s on a column, and that one there unlocks a 1. So a pair of 1s are now locked in there. And I've got another pair of 1s there because these 2 1s and that 1. I've got another 1 down here because of the 2 rows and the 2 columns taken. So that's all I can do with the 1s. 2s are locked in these 2 cells because of that 2. But what have I actually got here? I've got 2, 6. Okay, so 2s and 6 are locked in these 2 cells because I've got 2 and 6 seeing into this. So that must be a 7. And if that's a 7, doesn't give me anything, but I've got 2s and 6 there, so there's a quadruple going on. I probably shouldn't be looking at this so early on, but yeah, because I can already see this is a 4 if I just focus on the numbers at a time. So I'm going to be methodical and go through all the numbers one at a time. So 2s, I don't think there's anything, but I can see a 3 there because of these 2 3s and these 2 3s. So I've got a pointed triple here, so that's the other 3's locked in. Oh, actually, 3 has to go there because I've got a 3 taking that. I've got 3's on these 2 columns and that row. So 3's are over here, but I've got 3 there as well because of these 2 3's locking it in this row. Therefore, the final 3 is here. So very friendly so far. I'm sure it's going to get harder soon. 4s are locked in these 2 cells because that 4 forces it onto the bottom row in this cage. Down this row as well. Not much else going on for 4, so I think I'm going to move on to 5s instead. 5s are also locked in those 3 cells as well, so I'm curious if there's some sort of a triple going on here. I'm looking for 4, 5, 6 and 7, so there's no triple because 6 and 7, 6 can go anywhere and 7s can go in 3 different cells. So let's go back to 5s. I think I was on 5s, wasn't I? Yes, I was looking at 5s. Well, I say 5s, plural. There's only a single 5. Okay, so this is a technique I use a lot. I noticed that both 5 and 6 only have one number each. So I will look at where they overlap, which are these 2 cells, and see if there's a naked single. So I think that may be the more rewarding row because 1, 3 and 8 already overlaps with what's on a column. So this maximizes my chance of having a naked single. So let's see. I can see a 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So that's a 2. So I use that a lot in New York Times Sudokus. When I finish scanning the puzzle, I tend to look at where the weak numbers overlap, and quite often I find, not quite often, but I don't know, 50%, half the time I will find a naked single where the weak numbers overlap. So, because basically, if you randomly pick a cell to look for a naked single, you're always going to find like 5 and 6 in there because if they're away from the 5 and 6, then you've locked at least 2 candidates in. So instead, I eliminate the weak numbers and maximize my chance of finding a naked single, basically. So yeah, that's why I do it. So it's kind of like playing to the statistics, and that works out. These are 6 and 7, and I've got 6 up here, so 7 and 6 are resolved. So that locks a 7 down here, and that leaves me with 2 and 5. So if these are 2s and 5s on that column, that must be a naked single, and it is a 2. No, hold on. 2s and 5s, sorry. 2s and 5s, therefore it's a 9 actually. So with that 9, I've got 5s and 8s, and I've got an 8 over there, so it's looking quite friendly so far, this puzzle, because I'm getting a lot done. But again, I'm getting a lot done on the left-hand side, so it's almost like the medium puzzle where I had to gradually build towards the right. In fact, this cage started off with no numbers, and I've got a 3 now, so now I've lost track of what number I was looking at. I'm sure I was looking at 5s at some point, so maybe 6. Let's look at 6s now. Oh yeah, I was looking at a 5 and 6 because they were weak. Actually, let's look at this triple for a second. This is 4. I've got 4 down here. 4, 2, 4, and 2, 4, and 6. So this is 2 and 6. I've got no other numbers, so can't resolve that. So let's ignore the 6s because it's a weak number and they're only on the left hand side, so I'm not going to unlock anything. Let's look at 7s. A pair of 7s there. Okay, so that's potentially useful. Not super useful. If I was doing pencil markings, then it would be really useful. So since these 2 7s locks a pair of 7s there, I've now got 7s locked in columns 5 and 6 in these 2 cages. So 7 has to go in column 4 somewhere, and it has to be on the bottom cage. So I could pencil mark in these 2 7s. But since I'm doing no pencil markings, I can't use that right now. But I just thought I'd share it anyway. I've got an 8 here because I've got 4 different 8s pointing into this cage. So maybe there's something going on in this cage that I can do more than I thought. I've got a pair of 8s up there. Oh, there's another 8. These 2 8s and that 8 unlocks an 8. So I can resolve the final 8. Let's look at 9s now. So 9s. I want to look at this cage first, but yeah. This cage, I've got a 1 now because of these 2 1s and that 1. 2s are now locked in these 2 cells because of those 2s. So that forces a 2 in here, unlocking the 5 as well. Does that give me anything else? I don't think it does. So let's carry on. 3, 4. 4's on the bottom row, no resolutions. 5. I'm not going to get anything from 5. Certainly nothing on 6. Hold on a sec. Oh no. I was trying to see if there's a 5, 6, 7 something triple, because 5 and 6 both look into these 3 cells. So if I can find a third number, then I'll have a triple, but 1, 3, and 8 are already in the cage, so I knew there are no triples. So 7, not much going on the 7s. 8, 9. 9's are locked in these cells. Okay, so there's nothing else to do in this cage. So let's go back to 7. No. Have I done the 7? Yeah, I'm on 9s now, actually. So let's stay on the 9s. 9s. Got a pair of 9s there. Nope, can't do anything else with the 9s. Okay, so let's revisit these 2 numbers. What are they? 2s and 6. Okay, I'm not going to solve them. Let's look at the weak areas now. I've got a triple on this row, and one of them is the weak number 5. So I know I've got a 6 on this row, and they are 2, 6, and it's going to be whatever that was. What was it? Oh, these were already 2s and 6s. 2, 6, and 7. That's annoying because 7s live in these 2 cells. So this is 6 and 7. This is 2, 6, or 7. And this is 2 and 6. So that's no use for me. I'm sure it's on a triple. Yes, that's another triple. So this is... but I haven't got 5 or 6. So I won't be able to solve this at all unless the third number can be resolved, which is the 9. No. What about this triple? 5, 6, and 7. Also can't resolve them. What about these? 5. No, I've got a 5, so this is 6. 2, 2, 4, and 6. I've got a 4 there. Nope, no use. So let's expand that to quadruples. These are... Oh, I've got 1 there straight away, so maybe I should have looked at the numbers again. So what have I got? I've got 4, 5, 4, 5, and 9. Can't do anything with that either. So, okay, so the noose is tightening, and I think I may have to abandon the no pencil marking approach if I get stuck. So let's see. I'm missing 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, and 9. So I've got 5 and 6, therefore this is a 4 and 9. What was it again? 4, 5, 6, and... Yeah, 4, 5, 6, and 9. So this is 5, 6, and 9. Yeah, not much going on that column. So I'm just going to do another round of hypothetical notations where I'll scan the board and see if I can lock anything down. So I can see there's a pointer pair of 2's there because of this 2 and that 2. So that rules out those 2 cells, meaning the 2's are in here. No, the 2's are all in pairs, so I can't resolve anything. 3's are done. 4's are here, 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 which means they're down here. Ah, there we go. So this 4 and that 4 locks a pointer pair of 4's. So this column is now taken. So this 4 in addition rules out these 4 cells. Now that 4 forces a pointer triple. 4 has to be on the bottom row, so rules out that cell as well. So I can place a 4 here. So these are now 5 and 6. So if they're 5 and 6, then I've got a triple going on, which are 2, 7, and 9. That's annoying because I can't resolve that. 2, 7, and 9 are not resolvable. Irritating. What did I place? I placed a 4 in here. No, that doesn't influence anything in this row. At all. So, but it has developed another quadruple for us. So what are they? 5, 6. 5, 6, 7, and 9. So this is 7 and 9 because I've got 5 and 6. This is 2. This is 7 and 9. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's not super useful. So these 2 cells are both 7 and 9. So these 2 are both 5 and 6, which isn't actually as helpful as I hoped because right now I can't do much with the 5 and 6's at all. So that's annoying. I'm disappointed that 4 doesn't unlock anything else though. But I think now it's a case of using my memory to recognize any patterns going on in the cages. So I'm going to try something a bit different, which is trying to look at a cage at a time rather than scanning all the numbers, because I'm more likely to scan to be able to identify any patterns forming, like any hidden triples or pairs or triples. So let's see, I've got 7 here. 1, 2, 2's. So I've got 2's. Hold on. Is that correct? No, that can't be a 2. So 2's, 3, 4, 4's, 5. Can't do anything with 5's. 6, 7. 7's are down here. And 9. Nope, can't do anything. But I did notice that 9's are locked in these 2 cells on that column. So I wonder if it's worth having a look at this column. What am I looking for? There are 5 numbers, so that's a lot to look for. I'm definitely looking for 5 and 6. 5, 6, 2 and 9 as well. So 2, 5, 6 and 9, 2, 5, 6, 7, 2, 5, 6, 7 and 9. So I've got 2, 6, 7, so that's 5 and 9, 5 and 9. So that's 2, 6 and 7. No, 2, 6, 5, 2, 5, 6, 7, 2, 5, 6, 7 and 9. 2, 5, 6, 7. Oh, so, oh yeah, that's, so that's 2 and, no, hold on a sec. Oh, this is a 6. So I'm looking for, on this column, 2, 5, 6, 7 and 9. I've got 5, 7 and 9, so I'm left with 2 and 6. But remember, we had a pointed pair of 2s from down here. So that can't be a 2, so this is a 6 actually. And I think, does that break? Yeah, that breaks the 5, 6 pair down here. So I think we're going to make some progress now. So now 6 is here. So 6 are tucked in these two cells. Come on, give me something. So 5s are now locked as a pointed pair. So this must be a 5. That must be a 5. Yay! I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to be able to solve this with no pencil markings. And I would be quite pleased with that, even if I can't do expert. Because I'm not expecting to be able to do expert LA times with no pencil markings. So I've got a few more 5 and 6s. And that develops some more weak areas for us. So this is a pair. That must be a pair as well. So this is a pair of 9 and 4s and 9s. Well, that can't be a 4. So 9 and 4 are resolved. These are 2s and 7s. They are resolvable because of that 7. So that 2 locks a pair of 2s there. But also, I've got a 4 on this row. And this 4 doesn't expand anymore. That's a shame. But I think I can probably just scan all the numbers and I will probably solve this puzzle now. And no luck on 2s though. 4s. I think I scanned the 4 as well. So 5s. 5s are there. Oh, that would be so annoying if this still doesn't go. 6s. Oh, 6s are still in lots of places. 7. Oh, there's a 7. So that 7 locks a pair of 7s there. Got 7s in really awkward places. What about 9s? Well, that must be a 9 because of that 9 there. So what were these? These were 2s and 7s. Can't resolve them just yet. That's annoying. So can I do more of the 9s? 9s are locked in those cells and... oh, no, that's a 9. Clicked on the wrong cell. This is why I can't play real-time strategy games because I'll just misclick all the time, even though I love StarCraft 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a 5 now. So that locks another 5 there, 5 there. So all the 5s are done. Who would have thought one of the weak numbers isn't the last one to go? So 6s, 9s. No. So let's scan again. What other numbers am I missing? So 2. What are these? These are... oh! No. I thought that was a 3. Again, completely missed the 3 because it's grey. And the grey is just so distractingly invisible to me. So I'm missing 6 and 7. Oh, damn it. But that 7 forces a pointed pair of 7, so this can't be a 7 anyway. So 6 and 7 are resolved. That unlocks another 6 and 6. And surely, yep, it's unraveling now. So that is a 7 and 7. And this is a 4, which means that's a 4. So this is a 9, I think, on the column. And a 9 here, 2 and 2. And that's today's LA Times hard Sudoku with no pencil markings. Why don't we have a look at... what? Let's try expert with no pencil markings. God, I don't know. Is it like 4:30 a.m. now, or is it 5 a.m.? I don't know where you are. Oh, stupid highlight setting. So once, thank you. I was really pleased with that. I've not tried no pencil markings on the more difficult LA Times Sudokus. I've only done a few hard New York Times Sudokus with no pencil markings. But yeah, they are usually quite tough. So I'm just scanning the numbers. I've already scanned one. I don't think there's anything. I can't see anything on twos either. So sometimes with LA Times, I find it's better to just like start with something that you recognize. Okay, so 3 is a weak number on its own, at the very least. It's definitely a weak number. Oh, 3 and 9 are both weak, actually. So they overlap here. What can I see? I can see 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm missing 8 and 1. So this is a 1, 8 cell. So that's no use. So no naked single. Cool. Would you mind holding fire on that for the time being? I'm just gonna quickly scan. Oh, actually, do you know what? I don't mind. Tell me where it is, and I will place it, because we can make this a bit of a collaborative effort, can't we? So fives are no good. 7. I've got a 7 here. These two 7s, and that 7 locks a 7 there, which unlocks another 7 over here, because of these two 7 covering the rows and that one covering the column. And there's another 7 up there because of these two 7s. So, oh wow, all the 7s actually done. So that was lucky. But as we noticed from the previous, from the medium and the hard Sudokus, it doesn't mean the puzzle is going to be easy. Yeah, the 7s were quite nice, weren't they? So I'm glad we both spotted them. So 8, I've got a pointed pair of 8s there because of this 8 and that 8. So that means that has to be an 8 now because of this 8 and the two columns being taken. Got a pair of 8s over there. Oh, my stomach is growling now. I've started fasting in the mornings, skipping breakfast because the pandemic has done a number on my weight, and I'm trying to slim down a bit because I'm not exercising anymore, and it's making me hungry. So hungry Sudoku is probably not the best combination, but okay. I've just noticed something interesting again, which is useful for if I was doing this with pencil markings. But I've started scanning all the numbers again, and I noticed the ones can only be in these 3 cells in here, but that 1 forces the ones in these 4 cells. So again, they've got column parities in these 2 cages, where the ones are on columns 4 and 6. So you could pencil mark in the ones in these 2 cells. Yeah, I wonder what kind of variant Sudoku that would be. I saw Elaine doing is it chess Sudoku on the Cracking the Cryptic app, which I would love to. Oh yeah, that is a good rule. I have to solve it before I eat, but I mean I'm fasting anyway, so I won't be eating breakfast either way, which is not something that I advise people do. But I'm just trying this out, so chances are I am gonna eat breakfast again soon, because many argue that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but I don't think there's actual scientific evidence for that. It's just one of those things that it makes sense to start your day energized with food. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. It could be the hunger. But yeah, I would like to try the chess Sudoku soon, but I'm not. I recently just bought a game already, so and I also just spent a lot of money on Apple products. I just ordered a new iPhone because my 7 is struggling a bit in terms of the battery. So I'm thinking of passing my 7 down to a friend. So she just has to replace the battery, and I'm getting. Oh, my door is. The postman is here. Be right back. And I'm back. Yeah, phones do kind of, I think when I keep, it's the thing that I am annoyed about with phones, because like every time I upgrade the operating system, it kind of slows a little bit because the latest operating system, the latest OS is always trying to utilize new hardware to do things, and then yeah, it just means the apps are getting more and more demanding in terms of processing power. So there's no reason why my phone, which was able to browse the web really well a few years ago, struggles now. Everything is slower, and I know there's a whole argument about planned obsolescence. What is it called? Planned obsolescence or something like that. I'm terrible with words, so this is why I don't do crosswords. Um, and I think, to be fair, Apple historically hasn't been the worst offender, because I know with Android phones, I know that I'm not getting into the whole like fan Apple versus Android thing, but um, there was one critical thing about Android phones that made me decide not to get them. Basically, first of all, unless you get like, is it the Pixel from Google nowadays? That is the actual Google phone. Because like Samsung phones, I know like benchmarks wise, like their raw power, they are quite powerful, but they um, they tend to put like bloatware on them. They put their own software on, and it actually slows the phone down. My mother-in-law had a Samsung phone, and like when it was brand new, it was really jittery, and like it was just the bloatware on them. But more critically, it's the fact that when if you buy a Samsung phone, Samsung doesn't support the OS upgrade after a couple of years as well. So unless you get like an original Google phone, I think it's really hard to upgrade your OS over the years, which combined with the fact that Android phones are quite open, it kind of leads to kind of more security vulnerabilities basically, where since Apple literally have their own chipset, they are a bit closed off, and only release like, it's basically the same phone every year, with the same operating system. And what they do is they just change like features like cameras and all that stuff, but it all uses the same chip. So that allows them to kind of like maintain support for the OS a lot longer. That was the one thing that really swayed it for me. So I did switch like to the iPhone. I didn't buy the iPhone at the beginning. I waited a few years until I felt they matured, and but I've never looked back. I have tried Android phones before, and my friend who works in a tech company, he had an iPhone and an Android phone for work, and ultimately just stopped using his Android because it's one of those things that it's really shiny and fun to play with to start with, but after a while, like on a day-to-day basis, he just finds it easier to use his iPhone because it's just a better experience for him basically. But I think, get the phone that you like, but also bear in mind, if you're worried about securities, yeah, do can you change your batteries on your Pixel phones? Because that on the flip side is the advantage of non-Apple phones basically, because you can change your batteries more easily. You can just go on Amazon and buy a battery, whereas I will have to go to the Apple shop to replace the battery. And that was the reason I decided to finally upgrade, because yeah, I've had the same battery since 2016, I guess, when I bought the phone. And so this is hold on. When was the iPhone 7 released? Um, oops. Let me iPhone 7. I'm swaying so far from Sudoku right now. Sorry about that, everyone on YouTube. Um, so when was the iPhone 7 released? Yeah, September 2016. So this is the earliest I've updated because no, that's a lie. I updated after 3 years before, and but this is the first time I lasted 4 years. Um, oh, that's a shame. Do you need like special screwdrivers or something like that? Whilst I wait for your answer, I'm gonna do more scanning. Um, I may actually restart the puzzle and forget about doing this with no pencil markings, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be impossible for me anyway. And I might make this video super long for the... Oh, my stomach is really grumbling now. Okay. I've been watching, so I've been looking to upgrade my computer, because I do video editing and 3D rendering as well. And my PC is just getting really outdated. And okay, I'm going to restart. No, I won't restart. Yeah, I will restart the puzzle. Then it'll be a timestamp to... Okay, so I'm going to timestamp this on YouTube to do this with normal pencil markings. And let's do a quick dive. And can't do anything ones. So let's pencil mark in the twos. Twos are there. Twos, twos, twos. No more twos. But yeah, please do keep talking, because I am definitely enjoying our chat a lot. 7 is here. 7. So this is kind of cheating a little bit, because I did notice the 7s were all solvable at the start from when I did try to do this with no pencil markings. Oh, I should have done an intro chat for the video. So yeah, I had a go at no pencil markings, but I just kind of got distracted and started talking about iPhones and Androids, and then gave up on doing it with no pencil markings. So so this is me restarting the puzzle and doing it with pencil markings, hoping that I'll get somewhere. So 5, 6. I feel like I had something else going for me earlier, but I'm not too sure what now. Yeah, maybe I should do... I need to find some sort of Sudoku app that is good but generates like infinite Sudokus or something like that, so I can just have like a chilled out chat of like just do Sudokus, but mostly just chatting, because that would be quite nice. I'm also conscious of the longer I stay up, I worry that you're going to stay up with me, and it's going to be morning before you know it, and that's not what I want to encourage. So now that I've got if I look at the ones are locked in these 2 columns, so I can pencil mark in the ones here. Would that give me anything else to play with? No, it doesn't. So 2s. But yeah, basically, I think I started off Microsoft's. I did download that, but I really hate the adverts, and also it's just what do you call it? Oh, I don't think I spotted the 2s before. The controls aren't that good, because I couldn't find a way of customizing the controls so that I can use the space bar to switch between pencil markings and solid markings. I have to use the N key, which is really confusing for me. But do you know if you can like customize your own shortcuts, keyboard shortcuts? Because yeah, I will try that. Yeah, I will try that. Because I think it's just a case of getting used to it. Because the N is still on the bottom row, so I'm just testing it now. If I put my finger on the N and put my thumb on the N and the space bar, maybe I can use that and pretend it's a space bar, or maybe I can like fashion something, MacGyver something together to like stick the N key and the space bar together. That I found and I've looked extensively. And the other thing I could do, I suppose, is I could maybe use some sort of software to remap the keys on my keyboard, so that the spacebar will be registered as the N key just when I'm using Sudoku. I know I can do that with my Mac. I can kind of like customize my keyboards so that I did pay for the app though, but there was an app that allows me to... Ooh, that's a 6. I don't think I spotted that before, the 2 and 6 pair. So this is now a triple of 9s, 3s, and 5s. Ooh, so 3 and 5 are locked together, so that unlocks the 9. So this 9 doesn't do anything else. Yeah, but maybe there's a Windows app that allows you to kind of like, for a specific, whatever program you're running, it will remap your keyboard for you so that the spacebar can be registered as the N key, then you can switch between the two. I have to say, Microsoft as a software developer really have no excuse of not being able to build the most wonderful Sudoku app. And generally speaking, I think they're terrible with user experiences with all their software, because I use Microsoft Office at work a lot. Granted, it's a really old version. But yeah, it's just terrible user experience. Like, the shortcuts and stuff like that just make no sense whatsoever. And I'm seen in the team as the wizard, basically, because I love my keyboard shortcuts, mostly because I'm lazy. And so I like to do things in the quickest possible way. But I've lost my train of thought now. What was I talking about? But yeah, I still find the shortcuts in Microsoft products generally quite subpar. I mean, they did make Internet Explorer as well, so yeah. Do you use Microsoft Office for work or personal reasons? Oh, hang on. 1 and 4 are locked in those cells. Have I got something else locked in those cells? 5, 6, no. I have no idea what you're laughing at. I don't even remember what I said. I'm so distracted. Okay, sorry. Let me focus. I have, but I don't have to use it very often. Lucky you. You're very lucky. So I have been using Microsoft Office for over 10 years for work. So just a little background. I work in, but not too much background. Oh, yeah. So when I was at university, I did computer science. I quit in the end because I got jaded by the industry. But one of my friends on the course, he saw himself as really professional coder, but he was okay. He was the chief coder in our work group, but I was the specialist doing the special stuff. Enough boasting about myself, but I remember with the earliest version of Internet Explorer. I'm really placing my age now. So he said that Internet Explorer, bearing in mind this is when Netscape was a thing, and being one of the earliest go-to browsers, and that Internet Explorer came out, and he said Internet Explorer was the best piece of software ever made, and I just laughed. And of course, that was before Internet Explorer 6, and it's just like in infancy of kind of like browser days. And well, actually, maybe it wasn't the first version of Internet Explorer, because Internet Explorer must have existed before then. But it was one of the versions of Internet Explorer, and pre-Internet Explorer 6. But that was before I learned like web design and stuff like that. And yeah, so I really hope he looks back at his statement about Internet Explorer one day and think, what was I thinking? Because no, Microsoft, they don't, in honesty, they don't make good software. Like, in terms of user experience, you must have seen all the videos of people streaming online, and then suddenly their Windows suddenly switches to update, and it's like, what? Like, who would have thought that's a good idea to interrupt your work? And yeah, maybe he does. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe he's still browsing the internet with Internet Explorer, even though Edge is out, which is arguably a better product, but the same problem. Granted, I haven't used it much, but I found the user experience more or less the same, and yeah, still quite subpar. So it's a shame that Chrome has become a bit of a memory hog now, so that I have to stop using it. So what are these quadruple? Sorry for anyone on YouTube when I upload this video. That I'm. Oh my god, I've been live for nearly 2 hours. Jesus. Let's see. 1, 2. So what am I missing here? 1, 3. Okay. So on this column, I'm missing 1, 3, 4, and 9. Well, this cell sees 1, 3, and 4, so this must be a 9. So I've got 1, 3, and 4 in these cells, but I can't resolve them yet. But at least I got another 9, which locks another pair of 9s in here. Yeah, sorry, YouTube. You're no longer my priorities. No, I'm just kidding. I love you guys on YouTube as well. So, I don't know. I'm just dabbling in but yeah, I had to stop streaming on YouTube because basically it takes, for whatever reason, it takes forever before the video is treated as processed afterwards. So I think normally I used to just record and then upload my videos onto YouTube, and then it'll process them within minutes. But with my live videos, it took forever to process. It would take like literally something like 12 hours before it actually says it's finished processing. So as a result, it doesn't show up on the search results, and then because I'm not exactly like full of followers, so people wouldn't actually see my video when they search for New York Times Sudoku within the 24 hours, basically, because it just doesn't show up anymore in the mornings. It would be like evening time before it shows up, and by then most people would have already done it or found other videos. So to optimize my, I guess this is my search engine optimization, I found that if I stream on Twitch and then export it to YouTube, it actually processes under normal times. So that's what I'm doing now. So, but I am going to focus on the puzzle a little bit more now because I don't want to drag this out too much. So what have I got in this cage? I've got 1, 4, 1, 2, 4, and 6. Okay, I can't do anything with that. So I'm just going to scan the numbers again because I've literally just been talking and not focusing on the puzzles. So ones, twos. That's not to say I'm placing any blames on Juice here, because I just enjoy chatting, basically. You give me a mic and I will talk for hours about random stuff. Who doesn't like talking, eh? But I think I need to be more disciplined and do this puzzle. So this is 1, 2, 6, 1, 2, 4, and 6. I've got 1 and 4 there, so this must be 2 and 6. So therefore, these two cells are 1s and 4s, but I still can't solve them, actually. That's annoying. Should I pencil mark them in? Yeah, let's pencil mark them in. I'm going to break out from my Snyder notation approach because I think it's fine on LA Times Sudokus, because a lot of the time it is spotting the pairs and triples interacting, overlapping on the rows and columns, and then it breaks the puzzles. So maybe it's useful to focus on that. Yeah. Okay, I think maybe I should like dedicate sessions to like really focus on solving the puzzles, and then have sessions where I just chat and do Sudokus at the same time, because who can ask for more entertainment, right? Oh, I've got another quadruple here, which are what are they? 2, 3, 2, 3, 5, and 9. Yeah, I can't do anything with that because 3 and 5 are free roaming there. So let's stay on the 2s for a second. 2s, 3s. I should really do more scanning. 3s are here. I'm missing 3s and 4s in this cage, so can't do anything with that. 3s, 3s, 4s. Ooh, got a pair of 4s there, so maybe that will come in handy later. 4s, can't see anything else. 5s, so I think I've got 2s and 5s locked in this row already. Have I got anything else locked in it? There may be something else, so just got to remember this row. These 3 cells may be a triple. So 5s are locked in these 2 cells because I got a pointed pair of 5s. Now, does that offer anything for grabs? No, it doesn't. 5, 5. Okay, moving on to 6s. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6s. Oh, I already knew that they're on those 2 columns. 7s are done. 8s are down here, over here in 3 possible. So there are 3 possible cells in both of the cages. 9's on this column. 9's on that row. Okay, so not much to do with the 9s. But did I place a number earlier within the last round? Because if I did, I should probably do another scan of the 1s. I suspect the last number I placed was the 6 maybe, so let's scan from 1 to 5 just to see if we have any new development. 1s, ooh, 1s and 5s are locked in those 3 cells. Have I got another triple going on there? Maybe 8? Yes, this is a 158 triple because of the 1s and 8s there. So let's pencil mark them in, 1, 8 and 5. Therefore these are 7s and 4s. Damn it. No, hold on. That is good because, oh no, not 7s. Again, I am blinded to the grayed out cells. Stop graying out the numbers. Yeah, I think I would do that as a regular thing. I was going to say earlier as well that, hold on, before I talk, these are 3s and 4s, that's what they are. But that can't be a 3 because of the pointer pair 3. So 3s and 4 are resolved. Therefore, that's the 4. And I've got a pair of 4s over there. So 4s are locked in these 2 columns in both cages. So therefore, these must be 4s. So I've got another 1 and 4 there. But this cell is now a 3. So this 3 locks a pair of 3s there. So that locks a pair of 5s and 9s. Is that useful? Not really, no. So this is 5, 6, and 9. I've got a 5 there, but no 9s. So I can't resolve this triple yet. But yeah, I was going to say the reason I started... Oh, this is a 1 and 8, isn't it? Because of that. So, does that help me? Let's look at this cage for a second. I'm missing 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 8, and 9. No, I'm not going to make any deductions on this, so let's move on. These 2 cells are pairs, so they are 3s and 9s, but that can't be a 3, so 3s and 9s are resolvable, which means the 9s are now locked in these 2 cells, and the 3s are locked in there, and that's it. Okay. But yeah, basically, I work for a charity, and my charity is basically trying to look into doing charity streams, basically, because I had a chat with my colleague because I used to watch not used to, but I watched the what are they called, games done quick, so GDQ is an annual thing in America, and they raise like millions of pounds every year. And also I'm aware of no, hold on, what are they called, the guys who did Penny Arcade for years. They've been yeah, I love them as well. It's just like, but it's just I'm really looking forward to the coming GDQ where people do Hades. I've been playing Hades. That was the game that I bought. So since I bought Hades, I can't justify spending money on chess Sudoku at the moment. So this is another thing about me is I tend to drift off on a tangent when I'm talking. So these were a couple of things I was going to talk about earlier, and then I just completely forgot because I lost, just drift off on a tangent about other things. Okay, I can solve this out because I know I'm looking for 1, 4, 8 and something, and I've got 1, 4 and 8 on this column, so it's whatever is missing on this row, which is a 9. So this 9 is going to help me pin down the 9s over there, and then 9 over here, unlocking the 3, so the 3's on the bottom row. So yeah, GDQ, they raise a lot of money, and being as I work for a charity, we do, we're interested in innovative ways of fundraising. But I think the whole concept of like gaming and fundraising just kind of eluded our team a little bit, because unfortunately my team, there are not many gamers in my team, and I've kind of retired as a gamer for a good few years before Witcher 3 and Skyrim pulled me back into the gaming world. And since then I've started gaming again. I upgraded my PC graphics card to play games, but now I'm due for another upgrade. I'm waiting for the Nvidia 3080 because I'm going to use that for my for 3D rendering as well, because I'm dabbling in that as well. So hopefully I can upgrade that and then, I don't know, play some new games like Cyberpunk 2077, which may not release until 2077, the way things are going. Okay, on this roll, I've got 5, 6, and 9, and I've got 5 and 9 there, so I think that's a 6. So, and going back to, charity streams, I'm just basically learning the ropes in terms of how charity streams, how streaming works, basically. That's, I think, a good starting point. And since lockdown, since the pandemic started, I've started playing Sudoku, so I just started playing it all the time, and this is what got me streaming Sudoku in the end, because I realized my internet isn't good enough. I knew my internet wasn't good enough for game streaming for a long time, but I kind of like played around with the video encoding settings, and I found the kind of good enough quality settings that allows me to stream Sudokus online, and this is where we are now. And I just realized, do you know what? I should put a background on the chat, on the chat overlay, because I just realized all the chats are white, so it's white and white at the moment. How did I miss that? As someone who is interested in art and design, that was really sloppy of me. But anyway, let's have a look at these. This triple, which is 1, 5, and 8. I've got an 8 there, but no 5s or 1s. So let's just do another round of notations. So ones are here, because I've got 1s locked in. In fact, this is a triple now. This is the 1, 5, and something triple. What was it? 1, 5, and 2. Cool. So does that help me at all? What am I looking for now? I'm looking for 4. So 4s are here. 4, 6, 8, and 3. 3s are down here. So actually not that useful. So let's continue looking at scanning the numbers. So 1s. I keep getting distracted because I think there's something going on in this cage. So why don't I have a look? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5's over here. 6, 7, 8. No, there's nothing going on in here, so I'm getting distracted for no reason at all. 1s are in these cells. 2s are over here. 3. 3's are bottom row, I knew that. 4s. Is it going to be this annoying where it still doesn't quite solve? 4s are in 3 places. So I think there's an overlap now, because the 3s are the 3s and 4s. Oh no, that can be a 3 as well, so that's no good. In fact, let's have a look at this. Hold on. So I'm on 4s at the moment. Let's look at this quadruple. This is 2, 3, 5, and 6, right? So 2 and 5. So this is 3 and 6. Ah, that's no use. Okay, so let's continue on with the 4s. That was another waste of time. 5s. 5s. 5s are here. Not much going on with the 5s. Got 5s over there, but that's not really that useful. 5s, 6. Maybe there's something with 6, because I don't think I've looked at 6s in a while. So I've got a pair of 6s there. There we go. So since 6 are locked in rows 1 and 3 in these 2 cages, they have to be in this row on this cage. And I've got a 6 down here, so that unlocks a 6, unlocks another 6 down here. So moving on, 8 should be quite close to being finished. 8. Oh, they're awkward over here in these 3 cages. Oh, interesting. I'm curious where the other place is then. 9s. No, I've pencil marked in all the 9s. Okay, so what did I unlock? I can't even remember. Was it a 6s over here? Because I think it would have been helpful for me to... Okay, I've got a triple here, so what are they? 3, 5... I've got 3 in here, so can I see a 2 as... Oh, I've got 3 and 5 there, so that must be a 2 then, because this must be, yep, this is a 2, 3, and 5. So that's a 2, and this 2 gives me nothing else, because the only 2s are left there. So 1, 4, and 6 there. I might as well pencil mark them in. Yep. So 1, 4, and 8 on that column. And I suppose this is 1 and 8. Do I want to pencil mark them in? I suppose it's not too bad to pencil mark them in now. 1, 5, and 8. Still got no... yeah, 5s are in these cells. 1s are in these 3 cells. No, 4 cells, damn it. So I've got 4 numbers stacked as a candidate. I try to avoid that most of the times, but... so, have I pencil marked in everything? 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... yeah, so those are the numbers there. 2, 5, and 6. Nothing there. Oh, this is a triple now, isn't it? So what are they? These are 3s, 8s, and 4s, aren't they? That's also a bit... no, hold on, that can't be right. This doesn't make sense. Can't be a 3 up there, that's why. So that's 4 and 8. So I've got 3, 4, and 8. Have I got 4 and 8 up there somewhere, maybe? So, these can't be 4s and 8s. Ah, interesting. That can't be 4 and 8. So, I think this is 3 and 4. I think I've got a 3, 4, 8 triple here, because if I look at where the 4s and 8s can go, it can't go in this cell because of the 4 and 8. It can't go in these two because of the 4 and... oh no, hold on. No, that doesn't make sense, because the 3 overlaps with the 2. So no, it's not 3, 4, 8 triple. But I do have a 5 and 3 there. 3 and 5 on that row. Almost made a boo-boo and messed up the puzzle again. Which I seem to do a lot of. I need to be more careful with that. I think I'm just going to pencil mark in some stuff now. This... ah, there we go. This can't be a 6. So why did I have a 6 here? So with that... oh, I thought that would do something, but it doesn't. So this is actually 2, 5, and something else. 2, 5, and 3. That's annoying. Hold on. 2, 5, and 3 on that column. I've got 3 and 5 there, so that must be a 2 then. Hopefully that's correct. So this now has to be a 5, which means this is a 3. So that must be a 5 then. 5, oops. 5 and 3 and 5. 3s. Nothing else to that. So this... is this right? 1, 4, and 9. I guess so. 1, 4, and 9. So this creates a 1, 4, 9 triple. So that can't be 1 and 4 anymore. Unlocking the 6. And this must now be a 2 and 6. Almost drew a blank there for a second. So the rest are okay. Okay, so I think I've pencil marked in everything, haven't I? So the solution must be out there somewhere. What am I missing? There we go. So these can't be... oh, god damn it. Stupid early times. So these must be 1s and 2s. Doesn't help me though, does it? Usually they would have been solved by now, but I think I'm just missing something. I probably haven't cleaned up my pencil markings properly. So let's see. 1s look right. 2s. 2s. So 2s, 2s. Yeah, they're just locked over there. 3s. 3s are over here and over here. 4s. Oh, it'll be exciting if this doesn't solve yet, because it means we finally, for the first time ever, get to do some interesting techniques. Sounds like LA Times to be the death of you. Yeah, more or less. I just generally dislike LA Times. Okay, so 5s. Oh no, 5s are a triple there, so that's a lie. I just really don't like the interface, or rather the user experience and the UX, because with New York Times, if you accidentally place a number, let's say if I place a 2 there, and I thought, hang on, I didn't mean to pen the 2, I meant to pencil marking the 2. Well, you could just like do the pencil marking, and it will keep the pencil markings that were on there before. So you can almost like, in a way, undo the damage if you make if you're in the wrong mode, basically. But in LA Times, if you use a pen, that's it. All the information, all the pencil marking information is gone. So if you've got like multiple pencil markings and then accidentally place a number, you're screwed because like you need to rework out what all the pencil markings are. So so the best app has to be Sudoku Exchange, a plug for a Redditor who built. Well, I don't think his identity is to do with Reddit, but basically I met him on Reddit, and he yeah, he's built a fantastic app called Sudoku Exchange. And they do have regular puzzles as well. And I do want to, maybe those are the puzzles that I can do in my chat sessions. Control Z, let's try that. Nope, no undo on LA Times Sudoku at all. It's just bad. It's just a bad app. It's bad and it should feel bad. So 4s, 5s. Oh, there we go. So this 5 actually unlocks the 5 and 9, and I bet now it's. Oh, hang on. That's meant to be a 5. I bet now it's going to collapse. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Still not. No, hold on. That's now a 9. So that 5 unlocks the 1, 8, and 4. And this 8 and 1 unlocks the 5. So I still got 1 and 8 not solvable here, but I've got a 4, 1, 1. So these can't be 1s anymore. That 1 unlocks the 1s and 2s. And anything else unlocks the 3s and 2s. 3 unlocks the 4, which unlocks the 4s and 1s, and a 1s and 8s over there. So this is now an 8 and 3 and 9 and 4, and that's today's LA Times Expert Sudoku. I think they just basically like hire a developer to build these games for them, because like all these what do you call them, Sudokus, they're all computer generated, so it's just basically self-running forever. And so yeah, I don't think they will ever go back. I don't think LA Times actually have a dev team that will update the puzzle, so they're probably like no feedback in terms of how to play it from actual players. Whereas basically that's why kind of like independent indie developers tend to be better in that perspective, because Sudoku Exchange, the guy is constantly updating it. So let me bring it up. Sudoku, oops, can't spell, sudokuexchange.com. I've got it bookmarked as well, so launch the player app. This is just amazing. So let's try a hard puzzle quickly. So you can turn off the settings to highlight the numbers as well. So I think normally by the time I go to Sudoku Exchange, it's basically I struggle to solve a puzzle on another app and I'm really struggling. So I do use highlighting, and for that reason. But you can do things like highlight other cells. So I can see now ones can only go in the blank cells, and oops, didn't mean to do that. So I don't know if you watch Cracking the Cryptic, but their app has a slight flaw where I think it's the same situation because they're not developers, and I don't think they're feeding back to the developers to edit the code. But if you accidentally highlight a cell in the Cracking the Cryptic web app, you can't undo the select basically, and you have to restart the whole highlight. Sudoku Exchange doesn't have that problem. I think it's even better than the actual Sudoku, the classic Sudoku app that Cracking Cryptic made. So yeah, another thing is here I can highlight multiple things and then do a 2. That's a 2. That's a 2. So highlight 2 cells. Yeah, I think I came across Cracking the Cryptic randomly after I started thinking, I want to play Sudokus, so let me do some Sudokus. And oops, this is not for me to highlight those. Yeah, my mouse control is just terrible. And chat is covering path. Oh, okay. So let's see. I do have a solution for that, I think. Oh no, I have a solution for that in OBS, but not here. So Sudoku Exchange. Let's duplicate the scene first, and then I'm going to make a Sudoku exchange scene. Sudoku exchange, let's see, so that's Sudoku exchange. So let me remove New York Times and add, oh, I should have done this in studio mode rather than live. Scene, add scene, and I want to add the Sudoku exchange, add source. Okay, so now move that down a bit. Oh, why is chat blank now? Is it because okay, let's see. There we go. And also what I may do is, let's add something to, let's add a background, color, add source, add a new source, chat background, oops, add source, and I want to make it something grey, I suppose, and put it behind the chat. And I think, what's the size of the chat? So no, chat box is 400 by 600, so let's make the background 400 by 600 as well. Done. And oh, what's going on? Why has the chat disappeared again? Oh, it seems like every time I do something, the chat kind of resets. So, oh, that's annoying. So that's a shame. Well, we're back now. So you just have to try typing again, I suppose. And but I think I need to make the chat box a bit wider, actually, because it seems like the names are being covered. Yeah, so do you want to do a test message? Force. So, Force. So anyone on YouTube, if you actually want to see me playing Sudoku live, come to Twitch. The link will be below. Woo, indeed. Okay, so the fours are locked in columns ones and, sorry, fours and sixes, so those are fours. And I can keep talking all day as well, so I guess we make a good team. Yeah, let's fill that box up. I would try and make it prettier, so later on today, what I'll do is I will have a play with the scenes and just pretty up things a bit, because I think the white background no longer works. Put in some fours. Fours. Am I missing some fours? I don't know. Where can I put fours in? I've only so it's not in the notations. I don't tend to pencil mark in triples. Is that what you meant? Oh, thank you. I'll probably just like browse for now. I'll probably start by browsing online to see what's available. So this is a 4-6 pair, therefore. Oh, I see. Sorry. So these are threes and nines, so I can resolve them because they're free. Oh no, other way. Stupid me. Sometimes I draw a mind blank. But yeah, this is Sudoku Exchange. I highly recommend this as an app. I will finish this, but they do. I don't know how the guy sources the puzzles, but some of the puzzles are just amazing. They're just so pretty to look at. I've got a triple here, which are ones, 6. Well, 6 has to go there. So these are ones and eights. Getting closer to the top box. Oh, I see, the top of the box. Yeah, it's really good. You can also color things in. So if I do the diabolical puzzles, sometimes I use some simple coloring. No, it is just web. So yeah, it's just on a browser, unfortunately. Which is quite innovative, to be honest, because I think the whole point of this app is that you can put in your own puzzles. So if I go to Sudoku Exchange, You can enter your own puzzle. So sometimes when I used to get stuck on New York Times, I used to come here, put them in, and then I can try solving it with more pencil markings because it's so much easier to do pencil markings here. And in the absolute worst case scenario, it has it has a feature that allows you to send your puzzle to sudoku-wiki.org solver, so it looks at everything you've already got, and then it basically kind of teaches you what techniques will be useful. I've not had to use that recently, but certainly not on the New York Times. But when I do the diabolical puzzles on here, like, I mean, they are just diabolical. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is just amazing. So let's go for a diabolical puzzle. So those are ones. In fact, let's stick to that. I'm just going to find all the ones. So ones. So those are ones. So I can place a one there. So twos. And quite quickly, I'm going to find myself stuck, probably. And let's pretend that I'm stuck now. Oops. So what I'll do is I'll go to open it in the solver. That's a new thing. It says I didn't check what the checkbox is. And then you just basically, can you still see the whole thing? Yes, yeah, you can still see the whole thing. And then you can just like, so it looks like you can get quite far on this one at the start, but I'm sure after a while, maybe this is not good. Oh, there we go. There was an X wing there by the look of it. So now there's a Y wing, and then I think Cracking the Cryptic actually mentioned using this puzzle for a really cool. So like WXYZ wing, I have no idea what this is, so I would never be able to. Yeah. So what I'm trying to do is like trying to learn these techniques and how to spot them basically. And so far, I've worked up to simple coloring, which I really like, especially with Sudoku Exchange, where you basically like. I'm sure if I do like just a live stream chat live stream, then I will use some simple colorings, but I'm not going to do this. And I think I need to cut this video short now for the YouTube people. And I think you should go to bed because it must be 5:30 for you now. No, hold on. Yeah, it's 5:30 for you, so I think you should go to bed now. So should we say good night here? I'm going to wait for you to reply. And I'm also going to switch to outros. Yeah, skyscrapers. That's another one that I understood the logic for skyscrapers. And I think Y wings are... Yeah, I think I know Y wings as well. But I'm quite bad at spotting them. So I do need to brush it up. I know the logic, but... So yeah, have a good, well, morning really for you. But hopefully I'll catch you later on. I'll keep an eye on... yeah, you should do some streaming as well. So maybe we can switch where I can come to watch you stream. And one day I'm going to work out the raid thing as well on Twitch and then do the raid. But if anything, I don't think I should send you to another channel to raid because you're just never going to sleep and that'll be bad for your health. So I'm going to call it a night for you. And I shall see you soon again. So thank you for watching. Really appreciate that and really appreciate keeping me company. I had a lot of fun having someone to talk to whilst I Sudoku'd. So take care now.